So, an old trick, if the head of your hammer is kind of loose, you can just let it sit in a bucket of water overnight, and the wood expands through the water. And let's see if it is now fixed in place. It's an old trick I learned from my grandfather. And yeah, time to assemble the tools, getting everything together here. I need a lot, a shovel, fork, everything. And yeah, I want to make some progress today. I want to see the thing ready by this weekend. All right, hopefully the last weekend we are busy with the compost here, and then we can continue on other projects. One more pole to set, smaller ones for the stick compartment. And yeah, it's Saturday morning. I think we can make some progress. I got here some metal grit, if you want. So this is to filter the soil, and this is going to be within the center compartment here. I just throw the earth basically on it, so it falls through and the sticks stay above, and I can put back into the compost, or I can put this grit on the push cart and yeah, filter it this way. And yeah, I think a system is getting more and more clear here. Let's get going. I'm making some progress, but it's tougher and tougher to get the material, huh? I mean, this somewhat around 10,000 square meter sort of forest here. There are no more dead trees, or they're getting like harder and harder to find. But I think after all we're gonna make it. But most time I'm spending on finding the logs here, the trees and trunks. But after all, I think that it looks good, huh? You can get an idea. So here in between, basically, so and I'm gonna place this grid here from the other side as well, and you can basically shuffle the compost in it and like through it, and it's sort of like filtered. That is sort of the idea. I mean, in a different sort of position, but that is the concept, huh? Nothing more.
Und in dieser Geschichte eines Hauses, denn das ist es ja. Und Jenny, also immer ganz herzlich grüßen. Schön, dich zu sehen. Jenny Artenbeck, hallo.
Ja, ich freue mich sehr.
Zum ersten Mal.
Und das am Ende eigentlich das... Da ging es auch für mich so darum, verschiedene Arten von Heimatbegriff zu erzählen. Also der Architekt
Starting to rain.
Von Heimat in
This was not the forecast. At least I'm not on the canoe like those guys over there, which is a typical kind of tourism you have here in the region. And I guess tomorrow I can show you why. It's a pretty nice area for kayaking and canoeing. And yeah, well, this is it's raining a little. Let's take cover. Yeah, I think we have to face it. It's a rainy start, a rainy spring, and kind of cold. Like somewhere around 10 degrees in the middle of May. I mean, you can have warmer days, but in average it's pretty fresh. And raining a lot. Those poor devils over there. There's like a group of people in canoes who are taking cover below some trees, but I'm afraid they are getting like soaked wet. It's a genuine shower. I think that's not their style to to come here and take cover here, because these are outdoor people. Yeah, so let's have a coffee break. Yeah, I want to highlight here a nice little sweet cake of my favorite bakery, Lemon Roll it's called, and a biscuit sort of creamy lemon thing, chocolate, white chocolate. It's built, and weather is very shifty now. It's blue sky just after a shower, typical spring. And yeah, this is the last wall we are going to make in this fashion. I think we can see how the technique is getting better and better. I mean, this wall just looks way nicer than the first one. It's just a typical phenomenon. Like you're just getting better of the feeling. You're getting sort of implicit knowledge of the which trees work, what kind of humidity do they need to have. So you get a sort of even picture or like pattern. And yeah, the third one is by far the best looking. Now let's make the last one, and yeah, let's bring it to an end. We are getting closer to the finish line here. Okay, worth a try. It is the easy way. Fair bit of work, but I'm glad. I mean, you can also see the pattern, how it's like recessing compartment by compartment and sort of like spreading out. And I think that looks good. Yeah, and now I got to clean up a little here, of course, and make like really loosely the fourth compartment for some sticks, and then yeah, this is ready to be filled. We are having now the 4 compartments. Each one is getting slightly smaller, and I am quite glad. So first one for branches and sticks that are too small to grind or to make to burn, or so they just can rest. It's a nice habitat for insects, for mice. They are going slowly going down. I found that a big bar of concrete which I can use at the weight. Perhaps it just works, and so it just maybe accelerates the process of like densing it. So this is the second compartment. These are some branches which I'm going to grind here for the ground. Same way as you see the wood chips from cutting the wood. I'm gonna grind those for to like wood chips for the floor here, for the ground. But this is going to be the compartment we are going to use starting today, like this year, I mean. Here the center compartment is where we have the composted earth. This is the result of the earth I found which was definitely ready. Behind is the grid, which we can use again to filter. This one is filtered already. Yeah, and this one here, this is the complete material of this big pile that we had when we started. I'm still not quite sure whether I'm going to cover it up, but yeah, I'm convinced that this is going to compost just fine, and yeah, I'm looking very much forward. Since the compost is basically ready, we got some time to go exploring again. The weather is beautiful, and we are going to use the kayak, which is the best way to explore the region here on water. And we are going a little bit upstream. I have a map here. We are right now here. This is Rathenow. There we are. And we are going first a little bit upstream and then downstream here, this little side arm of the river Havel, and somehow back, which I have not figured out how. Perhaps the current or the stream today is not too strong, so I can go up, or I'm going to basically hitchhike or ask a boat if they can tow us here back to Rathenow. I think there's going to be a way. I have no doubt. Yeah, let's. I'm taking the boat, the kayak here, getting some snacks and all, and yeah, I think this is going to be a really, really beautiful trip. Kind of way. Yeah, we definitely need a rope here, so someone can pull us back upstream at the end. So one of the big advantage of this kayak here is that it has integrated rolls that you can take off. Time to do kayaking. Wow, the stream is strong. So, 11:30. Can get a look at my homestead there. One could assume that the stream is always the same, but it actually makes quite a lot of difference if you are on the inner or the outer side of a curve, for example. So on this side there, where we got our bungalows, our garden houses, the stream is much faster. I mean, it works. One can row upstream. It's sort of like as you would walk. That's sort of the speed. We are going to get down the river somewhere around 5 kilometers, I would say. To row this upstream would take somewhere around 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours. So I think downstream, which this little sidearm is, it's going to take me an hour, 1.5 as well, 1 hour. It's a bit, since there's so much vegetation, you are not so fast. So this is going to be, I think, somewhere around a 4-hour adventure here. The entrance to the sidearm here is really, really hidden. But I think we found it. So, yeah, the scary part is sometimes you do it the other way around. So you go the big river down and then you go the small river here up. And so the scary part is, this is the entrance here. That is the part where the vegetation is like very, very dense. And sometimes you go the big river downstream and the small river here up. And you just don't know at the very end if you're actually going to make it. Right now the water level is high enough to definitely do it here with the kayak. But with the smaller skip like the other boat, it's already impossible. I think that this year there was no opportunity to really go through here. Actually, considering to enjoy this year, to be like really silent with this kayak here, is anyway a much nicer experience. I mean, with a couple of friends, it's also fun to go through here. It's a bit of like a joyride in a yeah, like theme park. Yeah. And by the way, we are here in a park. This is called the Nature and Star Park. Westhavelland. Havel is a river here. And that is because there is very little light pollution. So it's a nice place where you can go for a star watching. So this bridge is the only connection to that little island of ours where we have our homesteads. I think somewhere around 8 altogether. So you are very remote here. About 10 minutes into the adventure, I have to adjust my setting here a little, moving a bit further back. This kayak here has quite a few options in terms of how to sit. You can actually sit here with 3 people. Best scenario would be like 2 adults, 1 kid, genuinely. And you can sit alone here in the back, or like in the middle where I set up in the first place, which is nice for rowing. Yeah, you have the center of gravity in the center, but here in the back you have the best backrest. And since this is going to be a bit of a longer venture here today, I have to look for comfort. There we woke up some birds. So basically we're going bird spotting here today. It's always interesting to see a city from the riverside. You usually, like, no one comes here, but and I have no clue how to reach those houses by street. I mean, obviously I can find out with via Google Maps. But yeah, no one would assume. Like, it's really interesting to have a basically riverside house here, or real estate, and you can see the nice balconies. And yeah, I mean, they got to see a couple of times a day, maybe a stand-up paddler. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. Interesting little spot here. Speedy. Looks a little bit like a pirate outpost. Very hidden, very hidden. Jesus. It looks nice. I mean, it is in very good shape. There's a pool, perfect lawn. I mean, as a building, it's not my style, but here are definitely worse buildings in terms of style. It is okay. And somebody who really takes care of his garden. And also an interesting way of doing the shore here. like it. It's sort of a compost combined with water here. Interesting. Sort of as if they would, yeah, it's an interesting way to do the shore. I like this very much. And I'm thinking that I will copy this style. Get those sticks. Same technique as the compost. Whoppa. And yeah, that's also really natural. I like it. The river is opening up or widening. It's a little bit wind. We got wind from the backside, so we cannot sense it at all. I mean, you don't see that, but if I would row against the current and against wind, I could feel it pretty quick. The current here is not that strong, so if I want to row back, I think this is the way to go. Also, there's more cover from wind. If I don't find someone who can pull me back up, which I'm kind of curious to do, perhaps I can take a look at one of those vacation boats, like those floating houses, basically. And yeah, I think they always look kind of happy on their boat there. It's very slow. Why not pull me up a little? Yeah, here we have some abandoned structure, some rail bridge it was. You can see the wind. It's basically pushing us forward. I'm making good speed here. And I think it's for, since there is this military training area, I guess it's somehow related to that. Or just for farming, I don't know. To me it just doesn't quite add up why there is a bridge for whales here. But this is what I can recognize. And I think it's, yeah, must have been built somewhere around maybe 100 years ago. It's 80 years ago. It's quite a old structure. We can see there on the horizon already our goal. That is this huge hill. And I really like this stick. And there is a training area for the army, but there are certain spots where it's allowed to go. There is an international bike route, European bike trail. I don't know where. I mean, definitely it's going somewhere to Berlin, and you have a really nice view there. But you can also look at the training area, which we will also do. And yeah, I'm making quite fast, just 30 minutes into this, and I think we are definitely halfway through. And it's getting more dense. I mean, it's early in the year, the roses are not blooming yet. And I would say, yeah, in a month, there's almost no going through here. We are early. The year after all, vegetation is very slow. I think it's going to pick up a lot next week, because we're going to get somewhere around 30 degrees, 25 to 30 degrees. And then it's really growing. Everything is like extremely fast. Yeah, with the backwind and the current, this is like really easy going here. It doesn't take much effort. Let's see how it goes on the back. Yeah, another like railway bridge, which goes onto this remote island here to our left. Yeah, I really wonder, what was it good for? cute little engine. Loud, Jesus. I would want to have that. Like a lawnmower. I mean, you can get a quite nice engine somewhere around 200-300 euros, bucks. It's definitely more enjoyable than that one. I mean, you basically scare every fish, every bird, everything. Jesus. Yeah, we are reaching the main river. Yeah, it was exactly 1 hour. And it took it pretty easy. I mean, we had backwind, that really helped. I think the way back would be somewhere around 2 hours. That's what my feeling tells me. Let's see if we can be lucky. Nowadays they're also doing this, but you just hear them like training exercises, shooting with tanks and all this kind of stuff. So that's what gets excited. And yeah, we're gonna get to the shore there and have a little snack, and also go to a spot where we have a really nice view. We are also getting a feeling of the current of the main river now. It's gonna be an interesting question. We're gonna see how many boats come by. But there are, I would say, one boat every 2 or 3 hours, you know. And if I go the small river, I have no chance to meet someone. But I'm having a much easier time rowing back up. Here I have the chance to actually meet someone, but I'm having a hard time rowing. I can see already, and this would be a very sportive activity, which I don't mind. So now I've got to find a spot where we can land or go on shore, where there are not too many rocks. No chance. It's either the Stremme or a boat directly from here. I'm going to decide that after the break. That looks decent. Weather also seems to shift a little. Yeah, this is okay, we did it. The wind is too strong. I cannot row back. Not up the river here. Made it. Some fishermen over there. I think this is safe here. Yeah, I think we can leave this here. The fisherman saw us. I think he also is going to take a look at it. After all, there are not many people, but some, you know. Always someone fishing, and yeah, surprisingly you always spot this a lonely person here somewhere. So that is where they basically train to cross rivers. You can see some footprints of heavy vehicles. So this is it. Let's go in. The tank goes fully submerged and then comes up on the other side. I don't want to be in one of those tanks, that's for sure. And here are like obstacles and other training spots. Looking at this one here, there's a 50% incline ramp. Wonder how that feels. We made it. This is the destination here. So we're getting a really nice view of the whole area actually. So that is the little river side arm that we took. Down low here we can see the main river, the Havel. And yeah, it is genuinely legal to be at this spot. This spot is a viewpoint and part of this bike highway there. And yeah, it's time to lunch a little. I think that the weather is shifting. I see even some rain clouds. Don't know if this is going to rain later on. But yeah, as of now it's really nice, warm, and just need some energy, huh? Yeah, we can also observe whether there's boats coming along. Considering the wind, I doubt that these houseboats can actually go upstream. They are really underpowered, having a lot of area to attack, like for the wind. They might not be able to. There is a boat. The police. The guys we met last weekend. They are also going back. What a job, isn't it? So their job is to go boating up and down this river where there is no one. I'm waiting here, waiting for a boat to spot. This is the first boat I see. This was the only boat, not the only one, but among the 3 boats I saw, it was one of them. So what are they doing? Fighting crime on the Havel here, on this river? What? There are 2 people, a boat. I have no clue what they are doing. "30 minutes here, no boat, except the police." I guess somewhere closer to the end of the day, there are going to be more boats. It was a nice little break. Time to head home. Maybe we can take a little look at the training area here. This is where tanks come down here. I mean, for a sunny Sunday, it's very little activity on the river, I have to say. So, Grenze des militärischen Sicherheitsbereichs. Border of the military security zone. To touch and take devices and munition from munition depots is prohibited, obviously. Yeah, well, here at the riverside, no boat inside, and also the weather is shifting. I see a lot of clouds and also rain clouds. I think we're gonna just take the way through the small river there, and I'm just going to quite simply fight my way back. 2-hour affair and good training, I think. Yeah, considering that there is actually more activity out of a sudden. Over there I also see another one. Perhaps I go up the main stream, the main river here, and take advantage of a situation like this. I didn't want to like yell from them from the shore. I think I can do this when I'm on the water. This is an easy thing to throw over the rope, and also it's more adventurous. Let's go up the main river here, and let's see what happens. So it is in reach here. Again, quite a cumbersome process. Still running. Yeah, it kind of goes, not fast, but it does. I think we're going to get the hang out of it. Gotta figure out on which side the river has the stronger current. Yeah, here we can see what they call renaturalization. Renaturisierung. To basically take off the artificial shoreline here with those rocks, or cover it with sand, and so the vegetation can grow back to the river, and you have a more of like a natural sort of vegetation and plants. And yeah, we're making some progress, but it's taking some time. I need a little rest. There was just a boat coming by, but elderly chap on his gate, looking like, I think this is not my target group here. Also, yeah, having a grandfather with a boat, I kind of know that although they are very experienced, when it comes to special situations, they are up for a surprise. You end up he ends up driving too fast, snapping the rope, and I mean, he would have helped me, but they are up for little mishaps, that's for sure. Yeah, music also helps. Yeah, music also helps. Getting into the rhythm. I understand why you need somebody like, who is beating a drum. Interestingly, there are waves from the back. So somewhere down the river, someone must like be going really fast with his boat or whatever, and there are those waves coming. Like I'm basically sometimes surfing them down a little. I mean, you cannot see them, they're too small, but I can definitely feel them. Last break. I think we are choosing one more song. Before we are heading home. Yeah, here we are. There's the J and my boat jetty, and yeah, made it. So nice. And wind is picking up and weather is shifting just at the right moment. We can see there like some really dark clouds. I also could feel like some raindrops. Good timing. Yeah. Always good to have a boat that you can get out of the water easily. It is so important. And yeah. Nice little adventure, nice little ride. First time that I did this circle on my own, and it's such a nice feature that you can do a round trip here. Usually, yeah, when you're having like a place next to a river, you end up going either up and then down again. But here you can do a round trip, which yeah, I think is really nice and interesting. That's it. Yet another beautiful weekend. That was so also weather is shifting. It's called that was a special day, Friday. Ice Marie it's called. And the special day, it's the last day of what we call the Ice Holy days, which are like the last really cold days where you have like frost and etc. And it was on that day that weather shifted more into like mid spring sort of yeah, spectrum. Yeah, and also here we got the compost. I think that looks really nice. I'm really glad. And yeah, I'm heading home, preparing for a trip through Germany next weekend. I'll be going to the North Sea, but I will end up here as well. So there's going to be some footage, and yeah, perhaps also some footage from the North Sea. Let's see. Also a really nice area. And yeah, see you next time. I'm looking forward.